Good afternoon. This afternoon we're going to be reading for Seekers of God, Swami Shivananda, otherwise known as Mahapurush Maharaj. We're on page 86 if you're following along. Place, Belur Monastery. Time, Thursday, October 15th, 1929. Mahapurushji was very fond of a devotee who was a lawyer by profession. This devotee came to see the Swami, and after saluting him, inquired about his health. He took a seat near him and then started talking about his own spiritual practices. Devotee: Maharaj, I seldom have peace in my heart and feel a constant unrest within. Mahapurushji: Continue repeating his name, my child. Gradually, you will find peace. If you can't do much spiritual practice, try to meditate every morning and evening regularly. Devotee: I do that, of course, but that cannot satisfy my heart's desire. I wish I could do more, but I cannot make time. Every morning and evening when I try to meditate, I have a feeling of great joy, so much joy that I do not feel like leaving my seat. The pressure of work forces me to do so. Mahapurushji: that is something that is beyond your control. But mentally, practice earnestness of your heart, remembrance of the Lord. He dwells within and knows the earnestness of your heart. He is gracious to you and will be more so. He will certainly satisfy your unfulfilled desire. He is the divine, wish-fulfilling tree. He gives a devotee whatever a devotee asks of him. Sincerely repeat his name, meditate upon him, and whenever you find time, practice remembrance of him. Remembrance of the Lord can be practiced at all times and places. Pray to him very sincerely. O Lord, have mercy upon me. Be gracious to me. You have been gracious to so many people here and elsewhere. Will you not be gracious to me also? One of your sons, meaning himself, has taught me how to call upon you, and so I'm calling upon you for your grace. It is your son who taught me this way. Pray in this way, and he will certainly bless you. We are his servants and have dedicated our bodies, minds, and souls at his feet. I assure you, he will certainly bless you. Devotee with tears in his eyes: please bless me and speak to the Master about me, then all will be well. Mahapurushji: of course you have my blessings, my child. Otherwise I would not say so much. The Master came to redeem souls. We are his servants. We do not have any other desire than this. Whatever spiritual practice we perform, we do for the good of the world. We ourselves do not need anything. He has made us full in every way. He has not withheld anything from us, and yet, for the good of people, he is making us perform spiritual practice. Devotee: how shall I meditate? I find it hard to visualize the full figure of the Master in my meditation. Mahapurushji: if you cannot do that, meditate on parts of his form separately. At first you meditate upon his feet and then on other limbs. Finally, try to meditate upon his full figure. It is better if you can meditate upon his full figure at one time. Devotee: I can't meditate on the form of the Mother. It frightens me. I can meditate on the Master a little. Mahapurushji: that's fine. You can meditate upon the Master, can't you? That is sufficient. It doesn't matter if you can't meditate upon the Mother separately, because everything is within the Master, including the Mother herself. The Master is the crystallized embodiment of all gods and goddesses. All the divine manifestations that have been in the past and will be in the future are within the Master. Therefore, if you meditate upon Sri Ramakrishna, it is as good as meditating on all divine forms. Of course, one should have that consciousness. Devotee, Maharaj, how shall I practice japa? Mahapurushji, the best form of japa is to repeat the Lord's name mentally. To repeat the name of the Lord over the rosary is good. Repetition of the name on the fingers is better. But mental repetition of the name is the very best. The mental repetition of the name is indeed the very best. When one repeats the name over the rosary or on the fingers, one keeps track of the number of times to a certain extent and cannot give undivided attention to the japa. It stands in the way of concentration. Repeat the Lord's name with great devotion. What does it matter if you cannot keep track of the number of times? Is spiritual practice a kind of commodity to be bought at the market? You pay so many rupees and get what you want. The Lord looks at your mental attitude, your heart's longing. If one has devotion for Him, nothing else is necessary. If one could repeat His name with sincere devotion even once, that would fill one's heart with joy. That would be of more value than repeating His name 100,000 times mechanically. Have you been to the shrine today? Devotee, no, Maharaj, I shall go now. Mahapurushji, be sure to go. You have come to His place. You should see Him first. Do go to the shrine and practice japa a little. You will find joy. Our Master is a living presence. Here there is a special manifestation of Him. Of course, He is present everywhere, yet here and amongst His devotees He is more manifest. Do not forget to take a little of the offered food. Place, Belur Monastery. Time, Sunday, August 18th, 1929. The conversation was about pilgrimages. A monk had just returned from Badrinarayan and such other holy places, and some of the monks at the monastery were talking about the pilgrimage. Mahapurushji, visiting holy places is an easy thing. It requires just a little hardship. But to have devotion and faith in God is a rare achievement. You will come across many sadhus who have made pilgrimage on foot to the four dhammas, holy places located at the four corners of India, or have done similar things. But how many of them are genuine sadhus with devotion and discrimination? Of course, it's not that there are no such sadhus, but their number is very limited. It is very difficult to make progress in the realm of the spirit. In the first place, it is practically an impossibility with those who do not have any living ideal. Fortunately, if they come in touch with an ideal personality, it becomes somewhat easy to make progress. Otherwise, they can hardly make any progress. Once the ideal of life is determined, one can advance slowly towards that ideal through the grace of God. Of course, everything depends upon God's grace. We are very fortunate that we came in touch with such a great personality. We have seen in our life that what one should do in order to realize God, and what happens to a man after God realization. He was born as a divine incarnation, meaning Sri Ramakrishna, and He graciously brought us with Him. Is this a small matter? We came in direct touch with God Himself. We saw Him and shaped our lives in accordance with His ideal. The path to realize God was made very easy for us. Blessed are we. On the other hand, those who have not seen Sri Ramakrishna and have not had the blessed privilege of his holy association are seeing us and are trying to reach the Master and understand him through us. They are more fortunate than thousands of men and women in this world. What would you say to this? God himself came down as a man. It happened only the other day. The whole drama was enacted right in front of our eyes. What a fire of intense spiritual discipline did he ignite. Even now, people can feel the warmth of that fire. Is this age to be slighted? It is indeed a holy age. In this age, whoever will take the name of Sri Ramakrishna and try to advance spiritually, modeling his life after that of the Master, will find it easier to make progress. If one patterns one life after the Master's life, casting his life in the mold of the Master, it will be easy for him to realize God. But where are the people who can do that? Monk: Maharaj, is it very easy to realize God? Mahapurushji: it is not. Saying this, he started singing. In the world's busy marketplace, O Mother, thou art flying kites. High up they soar, and on the wind of hope held fast by Maya's string. Out of 100,000 kites, at best but one or two break free, and thou dost laugh and clap thy hands, O Mother, watching them. 1 out of 1,000,000 strives for spiritual emancipation, and out of those who strive, only 1 or 2 know me in reality. It is very difficult to realize God, and it is impossible unless one has his grace. Through his grace, light may flash in a room that has been steeped in darkness for thousands of years. He is the ocean of mercy. He embodied himself as a man feeling compassion for souls in bondage. Otherwise, what purpose would he have had for embodiment? He is complete. Tell me, what does he lack? Little time passes. Places Belur Monastery. Time, Friday, September 27th, 1929. Today, shortly before noon, Shibudatta, Sri Ramakrishna's nephew, arrived from Dakshineshwar. He gave Mahapurushji some prasad and vermilion that had been offered to Mother Kali. In the afternoon, after his rest, Shibudatta came to see Mahapurushji again. Mahapurushji asked him to sit down and said, "Yesterday I was thinking a great deal about you. While thinking about Dakshineshwar, I was reminded of you. You perform the Mother's worship with so much devotion. That is why you were specially in my thoughts." Shibudatta: "That's it. It is you who attracted me here. You have drawn me here." Mahapurushji: "Datta, you certainly do the worship of Mother with great devotion. Without devotion and faith, worship is meaningless. It is faith and devotion that make the earthen image living and conscious. Don't you see that it was the Master's devotion that awakened the Mother at Dakshineshwar? Temples with images of Mother Kali installed in them are plentiful, but is the Mother's presence vividly felt in all those temples? If you, too, perform the Mother's worship with great devotion, she will remain awake there. You belong to the same family in which Sri Ramakrishna was born. You cannot be slighted. In your vein flows the blood of Sri Ramakrishna. The Mother is especially gracious to you. Mother Kali at Dakshineshwar is very much awake. There is a special presence of the Mother there." Shibudatta: "Through your blessings and the grace of the Mother, I understand that a little. When I first started performing the worship, I was somewhat afraid because I know very little about worship. I didn't know the details of worship, what followed what. But as I would sit for worship after praying to the Mother, I would distinctly hear a voice saying, "Do this after that. Now perform the worship of the divine manifestation of the Mother." In this way, someone would tell me everything. I would hear the voice so distinctly that I would look around to see where the voice came from and who it was that spoke. Mahapurushji, that's it. You won't find anywhere another image more awake than that of the Mother Kali at Dakshineshwar. The Master, by his devotion, made the Mother come to life. You have seen the drama of the Master's life, Dada. Whenever you perform the worship, try to feel that the Mother is living. Shibu Dada. I have ample proof of that. When I started worship as a boy, I used to tell Mother before I would go to sleep every night, "Mother, I'm going to bed and shall fall asleep very soon. Who knows if I shall wake up early in the morning? Please wake me up in time for the worship at dawn." Invariably, the Mother would wake me up every morning by giving me a push and saying, "Get up. It is time for the worship at dawn." How many more things the Mother has revealed to me. After a long conversation like this, Shibu Dada saluted Mahapurushji and left for Dakshineshwar. After he had left, Mahapurushji remarked, "Ah, how guileless Shibu Dada is. The Mother's very gracious to him. She reveals herself in a guileless heart." Place, Belur Monastery. Time, Saturday, August 28th, 1929. I wonder how we got to September and back down to August. Yeah, okay. It was afternoon and it was raining very hard. Mahapurushji was sitting in his room. The two devotees, who were workers of a well-known organization of Bengal, had been waiting to see the Swami. Because of ill health, he was not able to see many people. Finally, conducted into the Swami's presence, the devotees saluted the Swami, and one of them said, "Maharaj, we have come to have some instructions from you. You are one of the foremost disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. Please bless us. With your permission, we should like to ask you a few questions." Mahapurushji, all right, tell me what you have to ask. Devotee, God manifested himself as Sri Ramakrishna for the good of the world. While he was living in the flesh, Sri Ramakrishna formed an order or group consisting of his intimate disciples, to whom he transmitted the entire power he had acquired by his lifelong spiritual practice. This is a long question. That order is still going on. Our question is, how did he organize his disciples, and by what tie did he bind them together? Mahapurushji, love alone was the only tie by which he kept us all together. Drawn and fascinated by his love, we came to him, and little by little formed a group. His love for us was so great that in comparison with it, the love of parents and relatives seemed trivial. Even now, his order is being conducted by love. Here, love alone is the common cord that binds all of us together into an order. Devotee, what that love by which the Master gathered you together and which he transmitted to you is diminishing and will continue to diminish with the passing of time. How can it be preserved intact? By what means can the stream of love be kept flowing unimpeded for a long time for the good of the world? Mahapurushji, look here. In this transient world, nothing is permanent. No force whatsoever is uniformly affected for good. Do you know how a force moves? Just like a wave. A force plays in a wave-like motion. Sometimes it rises very high with great intensity, and sometimes it goes down slowly. That has always been the characteristic of force. It is this slow motion which is indicative of the future rapid motion. How will men know how to keep this force intact? Only the mother knows. The supreme energy from whom originate all forces in the world, she alone knows how to keep intact this force of love. Mahamaya, the primordial energy who manifests herself for the good of the world, she alone knows in what way and for how long she will keep this force active. We, for our part, have no alternative but to depend wholly upon her. Devotee. We have made Sri Ramakrishna our life's ideal, trying to shape our lives according to his ideas. We pray for your help in this matter. You are one of Sri Ramakrishna's foremost disciples. Please give us some light. Mahapurushji, my child, you are blessed that you have made Sri Ramakrishna your life's ideal. He was certainly the Lord of this age. Whoever takes refuge in him is bound to prosper. I bless you with all my heart so that you may gain in strength and become blessed. May you attain the consummation of your life's ideal. Then the light to which you referred, my child, will come from within. The more you try to enter within, reaching the inner and innermost recesses of your heart, the greater the light you will receive. Light cannot be found anywhere outside. It is all within. The Mother, the embodiment of light, is within every heart. She is within me, she is within you, she is everywhere from Brahma to the smallest insect, in the movable and the immovable. Pray to Mahamaya, the firstborn. She holds the key in her hands. The realm of light will be open to you if she graciously unlocks the door. That primordial energy, which is consciousness itself and regulates everything, is the creator of the mind, intellect, ego, and the like. She alone is the source of the entire universe. We have all come from the Mother and will eventually merge in here. From this are born life, mind, and all the senses, ether, air, fire, water, and earth, which is the support of everything. That primordial power, the power of Brahman, is beyond the reach of this mind and intellect of ours. She manifests herself in a pure mind. Man cannot reach or understand her through spiritual practice. She is self-luminous. It is her consciousness that makes this world conscious. The sun does not shine there, nor the moon and the stars, nor the lightnings, not to speak of this fire. He shining, everything else shines after him. By his light, all these are lighted. You hold on to that Mother. She is within yourself. It is she who will open the way to the light. Devotee, please tell us a little of what you learned by your lifelong spiritual practice and open the way to light by blessing us. Mahapurushji affectionately, I told you, my child, this light is within yourself. Dive deep within and you will discover the light. Dive deep, O mind, dive deep in the ocean of God's beauty. If you descend to the uttermost depths, there you will find the pearl of love. With the passing of the days, this conviction is becoming firmly established in me. There is no other way than this. Everything is within. That is why Sri Ramakrishna used to sing, Stay by yourself, O mind. Why wander here and there? Look within, in the inner chamber of your heart, and you will find right there whatever you desire. God, the priceless treasure, the true philosopher's stone, who dwells in you, will answer your heart's most fervent prayer. You cannot know, O mind, how many gems lie strewn about the outer courtyard of the dwelling of the Lord. That is why I say, my child, seek in the inner chambers of your heart. That is the essence of all teachings. Be resigned to the mother. Pray to her earnestly, crying like a child, and you will discover the light. Whenever we asked the Master, he told us also, pray sincerely to the mother, and she will straighten the path. He gave us this advice again and again. I too tell you, my child, cry and pray. Mother, reveal thyself to me. You will see that the blissful mother will give you joy and peace. She will certainly do so. Devotee, it is absolutely true that this light comes from within. But in order to attain the light, does not one need external help? There is need of the power of the Guru also. We beg you for this assistance. Mahapurushji, I bless you heartily so that you may have peace in your heart, and I have told you the way to reach that abode of peace, but you will have to do everything. From outside will only come suggestions. The rest has to be accomplished by one's own efforts. The power of the Guru is the suggestion. The more you advance towards him, the clearer you will see the way. Devotee, Maharaj, will you kindly answer another question of ours? In Sri Ramakrishna Lila Prasanga by Swami Sardananda, we have read that the Master attained Nirvikalpa Samadhi by tremendous spiritual discipline. After he had attained the supreme knowledge, when he was doing works of spiritual ministration in accordance with the injunctions of the Divine Mother, he kept his wife by his side as enjoined by the scriptures, just as he initiated and gave the necessary training to the intimate disciples. He initiated her and trained her so that she was firmly established in spiritual understanding. That the Master associated with his devotees and had by his side his wife, what does that indicate? Sri Ramakrishna was the divine incarnation, born to establish religion in this age. He pointed out by the pattern of his own life the religion of this age. Did he not indicate the trend of the life for future generations by his own life? Mahapurushji, yes. When Mother came to Sri Ramakrishna at Dakshineshwar, he did not drive her away. On the contrary, he kept her by his side, gave her advice on spiritual matters, and encouraged and helped her in every way with great care. But the Master did so after attaining Nirvikalpa Samadhi. You will understand if you hear what the Master told us about it. The Master said, the mother who is there in the temple, the same mother is within this, referring to his own body. Again, it is the same mother in the form of the Holy Mother who is with me. We never wished nor tried to understand why the Master acted that way. If you can understand his ways, you are welcome to do so. The Master acted that way. This is as much as we know. God himself was born as Sri Ramakrishna. To understand the reasons for his actions is beyond the power of our small intellect. Besides, we never had the inclination to understand it. When Swamiji returned to this country from America after his triumphal preaching, one day Girish Ghosh said to him, well, Narayan, you will have to do one thing in compliance with a special request of ours. Girish Babu was very fond of Swamiji. That is why he spoke that way. Swamiji, with great earnestness, said, "Why do you talk that way? Just tell me what you want me to do." Girish Babu replied, "You will have to write a biography of the master." Suddenly, Swamiji fell back several steps and said in a serious tone, "Well, Girish Babu, please never make a request like this to me. I shall very gladly do whatever you ask me other than this. I would not even hesitate to revolutionize the world at your request, but I shall not be able to do the work you have suggested." He, the master, was so profound, so great, that I have not understood him at all. I have not been able to know even a fraction of his life. Do you advise me to fashion a monkey while trying to mold an image of Shiva? I can't do it. Swamiji was such a genius, and even he did not understand anything of the doings of the master, not to speak of us at all. We never tried to understand these things. How can man understand him, the master? See if you can understand him. Every man tries to understand things in accordance with his intellect. We say, "O Lord, we don't ask to understand you. Only bless us that we may have firm faith and devotion at your feet." He graciously listens to our prayers. Devotee, Maharaj, bless us that we too may have that faith and devotion, that we may have peace in our lives. Mahapurushji, yes, my child, I bless you indeed. May you grow in knowledge, may you live in peace, and may you promote the national welfare to the best of your ability. Closing his eyes, I sincerely pray for you. May you make progress. May you make headway towards God. The two devotees took the dust of Mahapurushji's feet again and again and bade him goodbye. The expression on their faces showed that they left fully satisfied. And we'll stop there a little over time, but couldn't stop in the middle of that one. I think, okay, I want to wish you, we all want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And Swami Sarvadevananda will be here on Saturday to do his Bhagavad Gita class at 4:30. And his topic on the 28th will be the Vedas, perennial source of bliss. So I want to say good evening to you, and once again, happy Thanksgiving. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.